Hello everyone, viklasthemad here. Today we're going to start outside, and I promise you this isn't just a bunch of Minecraft stuff, but since this is kind of a status update thing, I want to show you some of the work that I've done out here. I've done a lot of work outside, and I've done a lot of work on my inventory. You may notice I'm in full-on enchanted diamond armor. It's not complete yet, but I'm going to show you what I've been working on. All of my pieces of armor have mending now. These boots are pretty much done. All I have to do is upgrade the level of blast protection on them. Um, the leggings are done. The diamond chest plate needs projectile protection really bumped up, and it also needs its unbreaking. And the diamond helmet, I want to put fire protection on it, but I haven't been able to get a fire protection book. As soon as I do, we're going to throw fire protection on the diamond helmet, and it also needs aqua affinity, and then it'll be ready. It'll be completely set, and I'll have everything I want on it. I've got a couple of other diamond tools that I haven't enchanted yet. I've got a diamond shovel and a diamond hoe. They both need unbreaking 3 and mending. Anything other than that doesn't really matter. I've always had mending on this bow since I finished it out. The only thing that it could be better is maybe, I don't know, I think power can go up to 5, so that needs to be bumped up. Other than that, that is fully maxed out. The diamond sword is fully maxed. It's got everything that I need on it. Now I've got mending on the Silk Touch Smite 4 diamond axe. I know we can bring Smite and efficiency both up to 5, so that needs to be finished out at some point. I've got an old iron shovel here, which I'm using until it breaks, and then I can go on to the diamond shovel. So iron shovel first, then diamonds. And the fortune pick, which of course could go up to efficiency 5 as well. But it's got mending, so all my important bits have mending. Oh, and the awesome fishing rod here with its 3 everything and the mending. So yeah, we're mending like crazy. So anytime anything looks like it is really beat up and is in need of some repair, I just head over to the Blaze Farm and get working on repairing whatever needs repaired just through mending. Best enchantment they've ever put in the game, I think. So other than that, let's take a look at what I've done outside. As you can see out here, I've converted all of this area along the road here. This is a 40 block stretch along both sides of the road, and I've got all manner of crops planted here. On this side, we've got a 40 block long row of wheat, and then beetroot, and it looks like that's all in. Yep, sure is. And then next to the road on this side, we've got potatoes and then carrots, and then we've got pumpkins and melons over there by the fence. And as you can see there, they're popping in as we speak. So yeah, that's 40 blocks on every single row of crop here. And this is going to be now my new main harvest for trading. The food production crops are going to be the ones that are inside. That's all they're going to be for, is producing food. I'm not going to use the 5-row crops in anything inside. Oh, and we've got a cake here. So I've been plugging away on the chickens, and let's bring that up. There we go. But yeah, been working on continuing to collect eggs and breed more chickens, and been doing that for purposes of trading as well. Oh dear, get in there. I think I've got one running around inside here somewhere. Could swear. I keep getting that this bug where the eggs will hit the top of this fence line, and I don't know what's causing that, but it's turned out to be a real big pain in the backside. I've got these bushes here so that I never miss the front door, and yeah, that's pretty much the only changes that I've made. So, um, next I'm going to do a little work while I talk, and we're going to talk about plans for future episodes. One quick thing of note here, I've got more than enough name tags to name all of the animals that I have. That's 8 horses, a skeletal horse, and the dog. Plus, I'll have one for the cat. And I've got the levels to name all of them as well, because it'll take one level, as you can see there, per name tag. And we've got 23 name tags. So, I got a zombie in the spawner out there. But yeah, the problem is I don't know what I want to name everything. One of the horses I do have a name picked out for, and that's the one that I use all the time. He's got diamond horse armor, and there we go. I've got another level. But yeah, this guy right here, I've got a name picked out for him. I'm not going to tell you what it is just yet, but yeah, I think I'm going to post. I'm going to make a post or put out a message on Twitter, and I'm also going to put a message on the Facebook page for open suggestions for names for all of the horses and the other animals. Because I got the donkey here. I counted him in among the horses, but I mean, that's a donkey. That's not a horse. But yeah, we've got 7 horses, a donkey, a skeletal horse, and the dog. And it's starting to get dark outside. Not that that's an issue, because we're quite safe in here. And last thing that I missed here is I've got this gate here at the other end of the front area. Sometimes I'll be working with like the cows or the sheep, and mobs will stack up. Mobs will stack up. They spawn over there, or just the other side of this hill, and they'll stack up on the wall here. So I'll kill them with the sword or the bow, but the problem is the bow has punch and the sword has knockback, and usually when they die and they drop their experience, they do so way over there. So rather than go out the front over there and walk all the way around, now I can just open this gate, walk out there, get the stuff, come back in, close the gate, and we're done. Thinking about putting a pressure plate right there for that gate, but I'm not sure if I want to do that yet. Still on the list of things to do, to possibly do. So let's have a little cake. Nom, 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 cake. Actually, I wonder what Minecraft cake tastes like. What do you suppose those red things are on top of the cake? Sprinkles or cherries or strawberries? What do you think they are? If you've got an idea on what those might be, leave a comment down in the comment section, and tell me what you think. Tell me what you think those might be, and maybe we'll all come to a consensus on that. And hey, maybe we'll get around to actually finding out from Mojang or somebody. Hey, what's the deal with these red spots? What are they? So anyway, let's move on. I don't think I'm going to be hurting for food for a while. That fish farm produces a lot. So one of the projects that I want to work on is a little bit of a redstone project, but it's also going to serve as a boost to my trading. Neatra's village has a handful, I think 2 or 3 of butchers, and one of the things that they will take in is raw chicken, and another thing they'll take in as trades is raw pork chops. Now, as you note, I have no pigs, but that's easily changeable. There's a lot of pigs out in various different areas, not too terribly far away from me, and I've got a lot of carrots, and I'm going to have a lot more. I can very easily bring in pigs and put them wherever I want to put them. The thing is, I've run out of space under the overhang at the main front area here to put them. I've got just enough space for the sheep where they are, and I've got just, I've got that one section that's the cow breeder and the slaughter pit. So if I do pigs, where am I going to put them? Well, I've actually got an idea about that. I came up with a contraption in my Redstone test world, and I'll show you that on Saturday. Um, but I'm thinking I'm probably going to build it right here. It'll take up about the amount of space that I've got from the road to that tree. Um, I kind of want to leave that tree in. I like the way that the dark oaks look, being part of the dark oak fence line there. So, and I like that the fence doesn't actually come all the way to the road. It ends right there. It kind of gives it a kind of an interesting look. Like the fence is supposed to just give you the idea of a border line, but without actually being a border. Now, one thing I just thought of is the possibility that pumpkins and melons may grow right here at these ends. So I may have to put something there, and I don't have anything with me right now. Let's put some dirt blocks there. That'll do it. And those will grass up pretty quickly. So I'm going to put a dirt block there and a dirt block there. Oh, you know what? I got an even better idea. Why don't I, because I don't think they'll grow on this, why don't I grass path this? I can't grass path that until it comes back in, but I'm going to grass path all of that right there. I think that looks good. Yeah, I think that looks good like that. Kind of gives it a border. So we'll just have to wait until this grass grows back in, which we'll probably do while we're talking, and I'll go ahead and put that back in. Oh, but then a pumpkin. Okay. Let's get rid of you. I know that standing in this space won't prevent the pumpkin from spawning there off of the vine. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that. But anyway, we'll just deal with it as it comes. Man, I wish I hadn't put that grass block there. Oh well. So yeah, I've got a contraption that I'm going to build in this area here that will take care of the pig issue, and it's going to seem very unpleasant. It's going to seem very inhumane. It's going to be a lot like the cow breeder and slaughter pit over there. But I mean, let's not get ourselves confused here, folks. This is just a game. If this were real life, I would not advocate the use of something like that. I would not even dream of using something like that. But this is just a game, so it's not, I don't want to say it's a non-issue, but it's not as bad as if someone were doing something like that in real life. I think I'm going to leave that grass the way it is. We'll just grass path there. And then I like the sand borders on this side, so we're going to leave that alone as well. But yeah, the other thing that I may be building will take up a small amount of space, and it'll probably go right here. I'll have to clear out some of this dirt if I put it here, but it's going to be an automatic chicken dispenser, and it will turn into a drown trap. No. It'll turn into a drown trap, and basically it's like a chicken cooker. There's an automatic chicken cooker design that was come up by Exumavoid from the Hermitcraft server, and I've used that design on both of the previous worlds on our realm, and I really like it, but I quickly realized that it could also be used as a drowner instead of a cooker. Instead of having the lava block that kills the chickens by way of lava and fire, which causes them to drop cooked chicken. I could do the same thing with a water source block in place of the lava, and it would drown the chickens, and they'll drop raw chicken. Also, there's no chance of the lava accidentally eating up the drops. So, and then when I do that, I'll also have to dig down underneath the ground a little bit, underneath uh, the build to put in an item sorter because a garbage disposal system because I'm going to want to get rid of any feathers that it spits out because nobody takes feathers. Um, we get plenty of feathers that drop from uh, the mob spawner off that way for any of the players that need feathers, but there are no villagers that take feathers. I don't need to make more arrows for anything. I get plenty of arrows as it is. We do have a couple of players that like to collect feathers so that they can make their own arrows because they don't have infinity on their bow yet, but I am in the process of eliminating that problem for everybody. So, and I'm going to show you what I mean here in just a little bit. This will be another part of the update to what all has gone on since the last episode of Vic's Minecraft Adventures. So I'm going to take you over to spawn, and I'm going to show you what's going on over there. Okay, so if you've been following along with everything that's been going on each week, you're familiar with the zombie jacks over here. We've added a couple of signs to these chests over here, and you'll note there's also more chests. This was a recent development, today as a matter of fact. We've got all these trades still in here with the book explaining what's going on. And a sign saying, player trades, prices varied. And then over here we've got, in the bottom chest, we've got books, 1 diamond each, and there's a lot of enchantments in there. But they're 1 diamond each. All of those were fished out by me during my AFK fishing session, as well as these bows, all in various states of disrepair. A lot of them have mending on them, as well as an assortment of other enchantments, so people are more than welcome to take one out. 1 diamond each for each of those. You can buy one for a diamond, buy a couple of them for a couple of diamonds, take them off to wherever your base is, take them to your nearest anvil, throw them on there, combine them, and make whatever combination bow you want. And then here we have fishing poles, same story, a lot of them have mending, with other various enchantments. 1 diamond each on each of those, and yeah, same thing. Take the ones you want, or well, buy the ones you want, and run them off to your anvil and put them together. Also, here we've got a horse that we're exploiting a little bit of. We're doing a little bit of AI abuse here. Thought there was another zombie other than Jack over there. But anyway, we're exploiting. I've made a new word. We're exploiting some AI there. The horse inside there sees these half slabs here as a full block, and these half slabs as a full block. So all he sees is this 1 block wide gap like this, but he sees it here as well. And I could take those out. I'm going to do that. Because if somebody comes along here and they try to ride their horse along, am I going to take damage? No, I do not take damage. Okay. So yeah, but with those blocks there, a player would take damage, and I'm going to jump up there and collect those real quick. Don't go away. There. But, oh, there's a chicken over there. Anyway, let's give him some friends. And throw the eggs. Nothing happened. Okay. Anyway, yeah, the horse can't get out because he sees full blocks there instead of half blocks. So he won't go anywhere. But anybody can come along and claim him. They get themselves a free lead, horse, and saddle. Horse is already tamed, of course. It's got the saddle on it there. But yeah, so free horse for whoever wants it there. And another development, I can't believe this is actually still producing anything. My iron golem inside here actually died. But slimes will still spawn down in that space down there. And occasionally they'll get really dumb and they'll rub up against the cactus in there. And sounds like there's a zombie or two down inside there right now. But yeah, the slimes will get really dumb, and as they're bouncing around in there, they'll rub up against the cactus and still drop some stuff for us. I should take care of that at some point. Looks like somebody had a run-in with a creeper there on part of this road, this stretch of road. Now this goes on into the desert now for quite a long distance. And here's Zell's place again, with the tree farm here that she's got going on, and all of her chickens running around down in there. But she's also got a new development. We're going to go over here. We're going to get right up next to it. And on the other side of this fence, you'll see there's a lot of granite there and a bunch of glass and some doors. She has a multi-floor, glass-walled, granite-floored tower with 4 points of access in the center of each cardinal direction. I definitely want to be careful here because there's that nice little ravine here. But yeah, you go up to the top of that and you get a nice view over this part of the desert, which is still loading in. And she needs to stop shearing sheep that are in sand. I'm going to build her a sheep farm one of these days. She's just going to pop online, and there's going to be a bunch of sheep. Oh, that was a creeper. But yeah, she's going to pop online one of these days, and there's just going to, and I think that's another creeper hole. Yep, that's also a creeper hole. Anyway, yeah, she's just going to pop online one day, and there's going to be, why haven't those despawned? Must be a piece of wood somewhere inside it. But there's going to be a sheep farm. There's going to be just a bunch of sheep corralled in. Hello. Okay, we're going to back away from them. Is that pot? No. But yeah, there's just going to be a bunch of sheep corralled in right next to her place. And she'll not want for having to track down sheep for wool ever again. She won't come out to the swamp and shear them in the swamp where they're too dumb to stop bobbing around in the water like this one and go to some grass and eat some grass so they can grow their wool back and they won't wander around in the desert naked forever and ever and ever. I'm not saying this stuff as a complaint towards her. It's an issue I have with sheep. It is just an issue I have with sheep. Anyway, no new developments over here at Rodimus's makeshift village. It's still there, which is nice. But nothing new going on there. Nothing new going on with the road out that way. Really, it goes on for a long time and goes past a couple of players' bases. And as you can see here, we don't have the road that goes off this way yet. I actually might start building that one of these days. But yeah, that's all of the updates I've got for you, I think. If I've missed anything, I'll pop back on here and I'll show you. But yeah. Oh, one other build. Let's see where are we at here. Okay. One other build that I've been considering is the mob spawner that I've got. It's small. It's very small. And I haven't built it for drops. I built it for experience. Now, I've got the XP farm made out of the blaze spawner in the nether, but it's kind of out of the way. And I'm not too keen on the idea of building another portal closer to my base to work that out and then have to do the math. There's a cow in that. There was a cow in that tree. Um, but yeah, I don't want to do the portal math and or the nether math and try to figure out exactly where I need to build the linking portal and then have to carve out the tunnel and all of that. I don't want to do that. I've already got a request from somebody to build them a portal. Hawk. Um, there's something caught in my throat there. Let's see, can I do this from here? Looks like I'm looking at. Yep. All right. Cool. Um, but yeah, Hawk wants me to build a portal by his base and then tunnel my way in the nether to the rest of the tunnels and connect that all up so that he's got a quicker way to get back to the mainland here where the rest of us are. And that's going to be a hassle in and of itself. But I can do it. I can do it. It's going to be a project in and of itself. So that might be one episode. The chicken thing will be an episode. The pig thing will be an episode. And I don't know, maybe building a sheep farm for Zell will be an episode all on its own too. So we'll just have to wait and see. So yeah, I'm going to go on to talking about some other things and just a couple of quick topics, and then that's going to be it. Right, completely forgot. I was talking about the mob spawner. I want to make it bigger because I want to make it it's supposed to be an XP farm, and I want to make it bigger and better so that it produces more mobs, so that I can get more and more XP from it. It produces a slow trickle right now. Every great once in a while, I will get stuff from it, and I want to make it bigger and better. I'm going to make the platform, the bottom platform there, wider to get more spawns and change the water flows up a little bit. And I'm going to make it a little bit longer, and then I'm going to go probably put just a second layer on it. Should probably do, and then yeah, it'll be done. But I'm going for a design similar to Mumbo of the Hermitcraft server, and you probably are thinking, man, he uses a lot of designs from those Hermitcraft guys. He's like got some kind of obsession. No, it's not that. They are the ones who have the builds that I'm, one, the most familiar with, and two, I think their builds are the best for what I'm trying to achieve. So, I mean, these guys, they really do know what they're doing. Their builds are extremely efficient and just all around fun besides that. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. That's why I build the way they build and build what they build, because they seem to really know what they're doing, and it works, and I want to go with what works. So that's why I do that. It's not because of some kind of fanboy obsession or anything like that. No, I like what they do. It works, and I want to use what works. So that's all it is. Okay, the last thing I wanted to talk about is Amtgard. Well, before I get into that, actually, there was one other thing. If you watched yesterday's episode of World of Warships, you will have seen that I am back into playing that now. I took a week off of everything but Minecraft after coming back from the Amtgard Kingdom event, as I needed a little bit of time to get back into the swing of things and recover from that. Those kind of events, they kind of really take it out of a person, so needed to take a break. But I don't plan on taking any more breaks like that until the next big event, which is in June. So, but that being said, I've got a lot of Amtgard stuff that's going on between now and June, the big Kingdom June event. But more to come on that later. As it stands right now, I still have to update to the latest patch on World of Tanks. I'm going to be doing that over the course of the weekend. So next week's World of Tanks episode will be fully updated and into the new patch with all the new sounds and physics and all of that. It's going to take a little bit of time to get used to it though, so I'm going to probably show some old replays if I can on that. Or I might just put together a fail compilation, because I'm sure I'm going to have enough material on that where I roll my tank, or some other person rolls their tank, or, things like that. I think there's going to be a lot of rolling. So that might be maybe even something to do with with the next episode's title. I don't know. We'll see. It depends on what happens. Also, next week's World of Warships video, I hope to bring you some gameplay with the new Russian cruisers. Haven't really done a whole lot with them. I don't have a lot of experience yet with any of them. I've got the Tier 2 cruiser sitting in my port. I've played a few games in it, and I was god-awful in it. But it was brand new stock, and I kept getting it, like, it's a Tier 2 ship, and I kept getting thrown into games where I was the only Tier 2 cruiser on my team, and everybody else was Tier 3. And I didn't know what the ship's strengths or weaknesses were. It's fully stock, so I got to put some time and effort into raising that up. But hopefully I'll be able to bring you some gameplay in that, and then the Tier 3 Russian cruiser as well. Speaking of World of Warships, I'd like to be able to have space in my port for one of every class of ship on every tech tree. What I don't have is the space for that. I need 3 more slots in my port. That's 900 doubloons to be able to do that, which translates roughly to a little more than $5. I don't even have $5 to spare for that right now. I am very, very super poor, very super broke. So I've got, I think I've mentioned before, I've got a Patreon account. If somebody wants to go and donate to my Patreon so that I can afford to get those port slots so that I can do things like that, that would be great. A $5 donation would be absolutely fantastic. If there's some other way you'd like to donate $5 to me or more, or less, whatever you want to do. If you want to donate, if you feel if the spirit moves you to donate anything to me at all, and you don't want to do it through Patreon, you want to do a donation of some sort through some other means, please get a hold of me. Send me a message on Twitter. Send me an email, viklasthemad@gmail.com. My Twitter handle is at viklas_the_mad. Both of these things are in the video description on every single one of my videos. The link to my Patreon account is in the video description on all of my videos. Or at least all of the ones since I announced having the account. Yeah, there's ways to get a hold of me. And the Facebook page. I've got a community page on Facebook for this channel. Go check that out. There's multiple ways to get a hold of me. So, yeah, if you've got anything you want to share with me, anything you want to donate to me that you don't want to go through Patreon, use those avenues of contact. Get a hold of me. We can work something out. But anyway, and of course also continuing to watch my videos will also support me in that way, as everything I've got on here is monetized. I'm trying to do this as, at the very least, a supplementary income. So if you continue to watch, that is a way to support me, and I very much appreciate that. But anyway, back to the things that I'm doing, because this is supposed to be a status update thing. So, Amtgard-wise, I've recently transferred to a new chapter. I'm going to be headed out to the park for that chapter this Saturday. They meet on Saturdays, and I'll be headed out there this Saturday to check them out. And I'll probably take the camera and record a few things while I'm out there. I'm also headed to one of two nearby parks, um, either in Springfield, Ohio, or Columbus, Ohio. Either one. I am in Ohio, by the way. Um, I have no problem letting you know that. But yeah, I'll either be in Springfield or Columbus at one of those two um, chapters this Sunday, and then next Sunday I will definitely be, unless something drastically changes, but I will definitely be at the one in Columbus next Sunday, not this coming Sunday, but the one after it. Um, so second weekend in April. Um, but I'll be introducing a new person to Amtgard, and yeah, I'm gonna try to get video every chance I get. I'll take the camera with me on all of those days and record a few things while I'm out there, but you won't be seeing those until I'm done running the series of videos from the Kingdom event, which there will be another video coming out this Friday, so tomorrow, um, on that, and it should be the first battle game of the entire weekend. It should be the first battle game from Friday. Um, so it'll be a short video, I believe, so I'll probably tack something else in there along with it, but I don't want to go over like a half an hour. I'm trying to keep these at a half an hour, and I know I'm already screwing that up with this video. It's probably going to be closer to 40 minutes, but I think we're coming to a close here. Let me think. Yep, that was it. That was all I got to talk about this week. So, yeah, big things coming, and going to be going to a new Amtgard park and visiting some old friends at some of the parks that I'm already familiar with. And I'm going to try to bring you all that action and more World of Warships and World of Tanks to come. And yeah. And remember, if you've got any replays you want to see from World of Tanks, World of Warships, War Thunder, Armored Warfare, anything like that, go ahead and send them to me. This is also down in the video description on every one of my videos. Go ahead and send that to me, and I'll do what I can to work it into the system, work it into the schedule, rather. And yeah, so until tomorrow's Amtgard video, take care out there, everybody. We'll see you.